So, magic circles.
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone?
What are they? What aren't they? A magic circle, is an incomplete slip knot. That's all it is. It's an incomplete slip knot. It is not anything that is difficult once you learn it and you're like, it's just an incomplete slip knot. That's all it is. Super easy, but we still need to learn how to do it because it has its own little set of rules. So an incomplete slip knot, what is a slip knot? Let's start with a slip knot. Slip knot, you're pulling through, whoop, slip knot. And from there you can make chains, right? What is an incomplete slip knot? You start like you're gonna do a slip knot, just like you're doing. Now, I've had issues. This is your tail end. It goes towards your dominant hand. I have left-handed people in my classes. I have right-handed people. This goes to your dominant hand. This end goes to the ball, whichever side it's on, which is gonna be your not dominant hand. You're gonna take it and you're gonna cross that ball end over top of your tail end. It's hard to show this way. My floor's a mess. I have a market coming up, so I couldn't show it the other direction. But if you look at it, this is the ball end over top of the tail end. All right, just like you're doing a slip knot. You're gonna hold that in your hand. You're gonna get your tension going. You're gonna put your hook into the front with your dominant hand. And notice my hook is facing down. This is the face of my hook, right there. It's going to just reach across and pull that yarn. That's all it's doing. I'm not going from behind. I'm not doing anything fancy. I take it through here. I take it through here. And then I don't twist it until it comes up through the hole. And that is a magic ring. We're gonna lock it. It's not gonna do it this way. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna lock it with a chain. So on your not dominant hand side, you'll have a pretzel. On your dominant hand side, you're just gonna have that loop. You could put that on your tension holding hand. And from there, you can do your chains if you need to do chains. But let's just do it, well, let's do it with a double crochet because we're going to be working towards granny squares. Granny squares are doubles. V-stitches are doubles. We're going to be using doubles and doubles and doubles for your clusters, your baubles, your fans, your shells. They all use double. It's an easy one. It moves fast. It looks really pretty. So we're gonna set up for a double. We yarn over, I call it yarn over. You know, I don't even really know what it's called in crochet. All these years, I have no idea. I call it a yarn over because you're yarning over from the back. You're gonna go into that ring, under the tail. We've got a tail right here. You're gonna go under the ring, under the tail, pull up a loop. You're gonna wrap around, pull through two, wrap around, pull through two, and that's your double crochet inside of the magic ring. Give me a sec, I'll be right back, and I'll show you how it works and what we can do when you can't do a magic ring. Here's my first row of granny square crochet right here, but it doesn't look square. What can we do? Well, you'll see that I've crocheted over top of the tail, all the way around. All the way around. I didn't lock it in anywhere. Here's that tail. I've got this big open hole. I am going to pull that tail. And watch. Oh, I can make it any size I want to. And now I have done that. Once I close that up, it's going to be square. It's got to be a granny square. And then I can do my increases in each corner. For granny square, you're doing a double crochet, you're doing chains, you're doing slip stitches if you're doing it in one solid color and you don't want to have a bunch of tails. So you're going to be doing slip stitches. And sometimes when you do it in other colors, depends on how you're doing it, you could do slip stitches. That's it. But it's the way that you do it. These are clusters. So they're not gathered at the top. They're not bent around causing a bubble, and they're not fanning out like a shell or a fan would. So it's a granny square. Now, say we did the magic circle and you're just not getting it. It's really hard to see. You saw when it was open, that doesn't look like a square. It looks like something's wrong. I know. I've taught many times for 2 years. I think over 2 years now. And some people don't get it. They don't get the magic circle. It's not a flex. It's just another tool. That's all it is. But there's a workaround. It's called the 4-chain, or even in some cases a 6-chain circle. There's nothing wrong with it. I absolutely love it for doing my granny squares because it keeps my circles consistent and it makes it easy. It doesn't mean that I can't do a magic circle. Of course I can do a magic circle. You just saw me. So I'm going to just set up and do my slip stitch. I'm doing just the finger slip stitch, right? I completed my slip stitch. There we go. 4-chain circle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is 4 completed chains, not the one counted on your hook. Remember that? Yes. All right, so now we're going to look at the mechanics of this. There's 4 chains. That's it. We're going to go into the very first one you made with the slip stitch. I go on the outer side, but it doesn't matter, but it's easier to see it if you do the outer side. So what I mean by the outer side of it, there's, you know, that V shape. I'm going to slip, boop, boop. Ah, there's a circle. We made a circle. And doing the same thing with the 3 chains going up. Now where is the hole? Do you see it? It's not this hole that you already crocheted into. It's this one right in the middle. Right there, there's a little bean. Probably get my pinky in there. It's a little tiny thing. But you got the tail, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to sew it in. You can. And there's kind of a cool thing you can do with that if you do that. There's 2 things you can do with the tail. So you can do your granny square, and it's actually going to be one size. It's not going to get any bigger. It's not going to get any smaller. It holds its shape. It's easier to work with. Easy. But you want to cinch that hole closed tighter. You just take the tail. If you've already crocheted around the tail with the circle, you can pull it closed like a magic circle. Or you can sew it and zip it closed like a magic circle. So therefore, it works just as well. So I'm sorry if you think it's a flex. It's just another tool. Now you know.